5 years and still talking. This is GabNet, the Great American Broadcast Network. Talk like you've never heard it before.
Hello, everybody. This is the Ramble. I am Alex. See, there's my name. And we'll be here until midnight tonight on the East Coast of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, out to the other coast of the United States of America we go, yes, to talk to Larry Bubbles Brown. Yay!
Hello, Alex.
Yay. How are you, Larry?
Good, good. Sweltering here, a rare warm day in Frisco.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
It's that bad?
It's going to be 90, I think.
Oh, really? Son of a bitch. Well, that's not good. You know.
You grew up here. You know how cold it usually is.
Yeah. It's usually a lot. I call San Francisco the world's only air-conditioned city.
Yes, and you can't turn it off.
You can't set it to 68 or something. Yeah. Oh boy, I'm sitting here in New York, suffering, I believe, the worst allergies I've ever had to deal with. Just horrible. Breathing is labored. Eyes are watery. Nose is dripping. And I don't have a temperature, and I don't have a cough, so it ain't the corona. Yeah.
Now, allergies I never had allergies till about 12 years ago, and I didn't realize how brutal they are. One day I was just on the floor, curled up in a ball, and I thought I had the flu or something. It was just an allergy.
Yeah, and I've been lightheaded, and it's terrible. Just terrible. But at least if I had a temperature or something, I'd go to the hospital and say, okay, maybe it's the coronavirus or something. But it's not. I don't have temperature. I don't have a cough. I do have a kind of a heavy sense of breathing and stuff, but that's allergies. And my nose is dripping. That's it. Yeah. Eyes are watering. It's just not fun.
There are things to take for it.
Well, I've tried that. I have this nose spray, but that has ceased to work for me. I think if you use something too long, you become kind of immune to it. It doesn't have its effect. Mm-hmm. And so I take what's the stuff that's the nose spray. I'm trying to remember the name of it now. But Flonase. Yeah, I'm using the generic version from Kirkland, which is Costco. I just put it in my nose again, but it just does nothing. So, and I can't take those pills, because the trouble with the pills are that they cause me, because I have a prostate thing going, it can cause a problem that way. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah. So you should not take it if you have prostate problems. And, mine's loaded with these seeds and, is larger than usual. And so I don't take any of those over-the-counter prescriptions, drugs that might be able to help me. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. So I can't take what would help me, and what's supposed to help me doesn't work anymore, so I give up.
Well, they say allergies are caused, you have allergies because you have a very strong immune system.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why you have allergies?
High price to pay. Yeah, your immune system overreacts to the allergens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe it's good to know that I've got allergies.
So maybe you won't get the corona.
My corona. Speaking of which, how's the corona going for you guys out there? Boy, they're going crazy out in the hinterlands. And,
yeah, how are you still? You're still locked down, right?
well, we're still locked down. Although I love New Yorkers because when they have to do something, they do it. And we have lowered I think our death rate today is 79, which is the lowest it's been in the entire course of this thing. So we're heading down towards the zero mark, and that will probably make everybody very happy. But the trouble is, people are going outside. I went outside yesterday, and I saw a lot of people not wearing masks. And that's a dangerous assumption. I mean, I know you don't like putting the mask on, okay? Oh, my face doesn't look pretty with it on. But it's the one thing that prevents you from giving it to other people and other people giving it to you. It's just simple. And now I live in a predominantly black neighborhood, so maybe I'm being a little off about this. But I found the largest amount of people out there who weren't wearing masks were black people. And they've been saying, oh, well, black people have been getting this at a disproportionate rate. There seems to be some reluctance among blacks, at least in my neighborhood, to wearing masks. And keeping the social distancing and all of that. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a distrust for the government, or a feeling that they've been outsiders in the society, and therefore why should they suddenly become an insider? I don't know what the thinking is. But all I know is it's killing black people in this country at a disproportionate rate.
I haven't seen the figures, but is it really much higher?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Part of the problem is that a lot of them are poor, so they live in projects, and the projects are very dense in population. It's a population density. And they literally give it to each other. There are other reasons too, but I don't think it has to do with neglect on the part of the bureaucracy, as it were. I just think that it has to do with the fact that there are still many blacks in poverty, or Hispanics as well, and that causes a disproportionate amount of people because of that density of population where they live. Also, the jobs they take are jobs they can't give up, so they have to go to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all those factors, sociological and psychological, cause a disproportionate amount. I mean, we could say, hey, I'm an old guy, I'm 80 years old, and I am part of that risk group as well. But it has nothing to do, I guess, with race or anything like that. So.
Well, the density thing is huge. Like in California, it's been pretty low because most people don't do public transit; they drive their car.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas I guess in New York, the subway apparently was a huge culprit in this spread of that.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, you go, okay, what do we do about that? Well, I mean, what they're doing here in New York is they're doing a lot of research into the areas where it is the highest and why it is the highest, and what do we do about making it not disproportionate where blacks are concerned and Hispanics are concerned. I think it's not so much blacks and Hispanics, if you want my opinion. I think it's what do you call it? Class. It's a class distinction.
Money.
Yeah. People who are poor are more susceptible to this sort of thing because, A, they don't have the ability to get immediate medical aid, and they are, they have to live in projects and all those things. So in a way, I get a little disgruntled when I hear that, oh, this is a black problem. No, it's a problem that afflicts the poor. And I think that's where we have to look at it. It's just the black community yells and screams about, oh, it's disproportionate among blacks. No, it's disproportionate among poor people. I'm sure Beyonce isn't getting you know, the plague, as it were, as
yes,
our president calls it. So what's it like out there these days? California has been going through a lot of weird changes on this deal.
Yeah, we have, I guess the state is starting to open up, although the Bay Area and L.A. are keeping the counties on lockdown. So
Yeah.
I don't know when we're going to get, that's what I was going to ask you. When do you think will we ever get back to normal?
Well, I think there are going to be parts of that's hard to say. I think there are parts of the country that will get back to normal just simply because their population is dispersed enough. You know, you go up to Montana, you can, go out and take a walk and never see another human being. In New York City, I walk out my front door and I'm dodging potential infectors, So, I mean, that has a lot to do with it. We have a friend who lives in the building who has a car, and they said they've actually taken their car and left the city and gone up to the mountains and taken walks, which has been great for their mental stability. I think part of the reason I'm so tired all the time, and I have this amazing fatigue, might have something to do with the operations and stuff that I had, but I think it basically is a function of the fact that I haven't been out in almost, 75 days, 76 days? I don't know how many days.
Unbelievable.
I've been out, I think, a total of 3 times for about 20 minutes each time.
I don't know how you do that.
Well, I've got a big enough apartment, but I think it's finally starting to get to me.
You need to, you're probably lacking a little vitamin D.
Well, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Okay, why am I tired? I'm tired because I'm probably getting depressed.
Don't you lose the track of days?
There are times when Marjorie and I look at each other and go, what day of the week is this? The only reason we know what day of the week it is because she works 5 days a week, even here at home. So she knows that, hey, I've done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sometimes she'll say to me, is this Saturday yet? Because you do lose all sense of time. And then this week we had the Memorial Day holiday, so that even threw it off more. Because, so today's Tuesday, I imagine.
Yeah.
When we're recording this, it'll probably be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever, whenever we play it. But I had to think today, what day is this? And, hey, I've got to do a show tonight. I think right after I'm through here, I have to do an interview with my ex-wife, and then I'm just going to get out. I don't care. I'm putting on the gloves, putting on the mask, and I'm going to go out there and dodge these people who are trying to kill me.
Well, of course, I read so much about this thing, but the last thing I read was the transmission of this virus outside is virtually nil.
Really?
Yeah.
I still think you got to keep your social distance.
Yeah, but they say to the point that they don't even think you need a mask outside. Inside's different, but.
Yeah, but all you need is for somebody near you to cough. And those particles, with a good cough, a particle can go about 25 feet.
But they say outside, I think the sunlight helps even the cough and kills it midair. I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't bet on that because we've made a lot of assumptions during this whole thing. We've had a lot of medical advice, and most of it's been wrong.
It's all been the first model where 2 million people were going to die. That was the first model. Yeah.
And they were probably right if we didn't do anything about it. That was the model without doing anything about it. So we did something about it, Trump keeps saying, well, you got all those hospital beds that we gave you in New York and you never used them. Well, good. We're glad we never used them because we rolled up our sleeves and nipped this thing in the bud. So, but the assumptions, like they've had assumptions like if you get a cardboard box, it comes from like Amazon, be sure you spray it with disinfectant first. And they say now that it doesn't travel on boxes.
That's it. I think the first reports it lived for 19 days on plastic surfaces.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't live at all out.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, what it is, we were going from a position of being completely unknowledgeable on the subject to the point where we're getting to be experts. Okay, and there's still a lot of that going around, where we don't know what the deal is. But it just, oh God, I just wish I'm going to go out today and take a walk. I've got to. I've just got to.
You'll feel better. Do it.
And not feel that I'm being put upon by this virus. Larry, it's time to say goodbye.
Not permanently, I hope.
I hope not. Ladies and gentlemen, Larry Bubbles Brown.
Hi, Alex.
5 years and still talking. This is GabNet, the Great American Broadcast Network. Talk like you've never heard it before.
And that was Larry Bubbles. You know him. Last name Brown. Okay, how are you, everybody? Good to see you. I'm sorry if his audio was a little on the low side. Problem was there that he does not have a good phone. And I have old phones back here. I have one that's in pretty good shape that would suit him just well. But I want him to guarantee me that he will put it into use. And so far I haven't gotten that assertion from him. See, I have this phone, so I don't need that phone, okay? But it's the last one. It's the last big one that I had. The most recent one I had, I actually traded in. But anyway, where are we? Oh, let's go over and let's see if I can push the button here and it'll do it. There we go. There's the map, the dreaded map of the coronavirus around the world. We are just a stone's throw from 6 million worldwide. We're up at 5,923,055 people, okay? Of that, 364,000, I can't read numbers right, 836 are dead. Here in the United States, here, look at this one. We're up to 102,809 people dead. Shall I emphasize that? Let me emphasize that. There we go. Can you see that, folks? Yes, you can see that. 802,809 people who are dead, okay, out of 1,745,930 totally confirmed. Now, I would like to say that this death thing is due to the fact that here in New York, they're dying like flies. But do you know how many total people died yesterday in New York City? 59. I was looking at the rest of the country, and I don't have it here right now, but New Jersey has more than we do, and a lot of other states have more than we do. We were actually on the low end for the United States for the amount of deaths in one day. And that's because we have practiced social distancing. Brazil, number 2, they're up to 27,879 deaths with 465,166 people confirmed with having it. Russia's fallen behind now. They're at 387,632, and they've only had 4,374 deaths. And that's our death chart for tonight. I'm just a little happy news that we'd like to present to you out there. A couple of things. Number one, who knows how well Skype is going to work tonight. Last night I had trouble getting people on. I finally got them on, and at least I know what the workaround is, so we'll do the workaround. I'm going to clean my glasses. I like to get nice clean glasses so I can see a nice clean screen. Anyway, but last night I was having trouble with Skype because somewhere along the line Skype changed Skypes on me. All right? I have this thing. See, I don't have the Skype a lot of you have. I have a version that's called Skype Preview. And what it is the next version of Skype. And they supposedly now have released this everywhere. It seems as though the picture that we used to get on Skype, which had a bunch of little circles and only had the 4 top people to call, it now does up to, 9 people on a screen? Okay, up to 9 people on a screen. I guess they're being given a bit of a push and a shove by the people over there at what do you call it? Zoom. Okay, Zoom. So they're trying to out-Zoom Zoom, and they can't out-Zoom Zoom because Zoom is out Skype, and it's pretty amazing what's been going on. But anyway, we now have our lines are open, okay? And you can give me a call, and I will be able to take that call, and we'll see how many people can get on without a real problem tonight. Who knows what's going to happen. Usually the first call comes through okay, so whoever that's going to be will solve the problem. But wait a minute, let me just, I got to do a little changing here of stuff. There we go. And then I got to go look and see what the picture looks like. Okay, here comes Phil Meyer, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Phil, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, he's there. Okay, so he's on. Now let's see what happens with Rob Alfano. Oh, these people are getting shut down, but wait a minute. Is Rob coming on? No. No. See? We got the same problem we had last night. Okay. Brian Neary, no. All you people, stop calling. Stop calling. Let me call you one of you. One of you. Well, here's Charlie Wallace from last night, but I just lost him. Don't call right now, okay? Let me here. I'll call Charlie, and I will call Rob, and I will call. Let me see here. Let me add them and see what happens. See if they join. Let's see here. Rob Alfano's able to join us now, and Brian Neary, is he able to? No. Let me see here. Let me add Charlie Wallace once again. Let me call him back and see what happens to Charlie. All right, there's who we have so far. Charlie, are you getting me? Oh boy, this is such a cluster. You know what? I'm trying here. There's Jeff, but he doesn't come through. There's Charlie, but I called you, Charlie. You should just answer your line, and you will probably get us. Okay. All right. They're calling Charlie Wallace, and now I'm going to call Jeff Zeller. Let me see here. Add. Okay, there we go. We got Charlie, and it says Jeff is unavailable. I don't think that's true, but we'll try this again. Let me try it again. Jeff, no, doesn't answer. Okay, well, I don't know what that's all about. Rob, let me put you in the top slot. Okay. Boom, boom.
Go inside.
What's going on?
Stop outside.
What's going on at the Alfano residence? Oh, here comes Kevin. Kevin, are you on, Kevin? No. Oh, jeez. You know, and all of a sudden we'll find that this starts to work eventually. Okay, let me see here. Kevin is unavailable. Are you unavailable, Kevin? I'm calling you, Kevin. I'm going to try you again. Calling Kevin. Kevin, answer your Skype. There we go. Kevin has joined. And now I'm going to try Jeff one more time. Okay. There we go. It says Jeff is unavailable. Huh? And tonight, can you turn on, are you there, Kevin?
Yeah.
Would you turn on your camera?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. We had to do that when you call us.
Yeah. There we go. Now, let me try once again with Jeff. This is such a,
Strange why that's doing that.
Well, I don't know. I have no idea.
I waited for everybody to clear out
until you said, okay, I give up. And then I said, okay, I'll call him now.
Okay, now I'll add, I'm calling Jeff, and will he pick up? Probably not. No, unavailable. Well,
He might be trying to reboot.
no, don't try to reboot. I'll try him one more time. Here we go. Adam, come on, come on. You can, there, well, no, there's a, there we go, here we go. Bree is calling, but Bree is like, he can't get in either, so I'm going to have to call Bree back. Bree, just call me back when you get a chance. Oh, you know what, let me see here. Calling Bree. Let's see if Bree. I don't know.
There he is.
There he is. Okay, we got Bree there. Okay, how
Had a
can?
heck of a time trying to get through.
Yeah, me too.
It still says on my screen you're not available and leave a message.
Oh, really? Let me
Yeah.
let me look at my
Yeah,
Skype.
till you called me, I couldn't get in.
Now it went down.
Let me look at my Skype preferences again. Let me see here. What I can't even figure out what I'm supposed to be
Josh
doing.
was trying to call too, he says.
Josh is trying to call. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Yeah, getting a lot of messages.
There we go.
I
Brian,
just got this new
Brian
little
Neary.
audio board I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, just forget that for a moment.
Okay.
Just forget that while I'm trying to. Oh God, this is ridiculous. I'm going to Zoom with this show. I swear.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Skype.
There.
Skype. Brian Neary. Okay, Brian. Okay, now I'm going to add Brian and call him. Let's see here. Is he call? And like last night, remember we got all those people? Now we don't have them anymore. Grid. 3x3 group. There we go. We will be able to do more. There we go. Okay, now Brian Neary missed call. Son of a bitch. I'm so pissed at these assholes at Skype. Let me once again try and call Brian Neary. Brian. Okay, there's Brian, and then I go add. Okay, and it's not even calling him. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Oh well, I give up. I give up. This is just getting to be too crazy.
Tried Josh.
Huh? Okay,
Josh. He
hold
was
on.
waiting.
Hold on a second. First of all, let me just get you in here, Kevin. Kevin. Okay, Hog Rider. And who else do we? Bree. I got to get Bree. Put him in here. Bree. Okay, Bree. Okay. Okay. Now here comes Jeff. And I click on him and nothing happens. Nothing happens. This is a.
Oh, wait, he's going by his wife's name, Pam, though.
Yeah. You know what
okay.
I'll do? I'll try. Well, no, that's what I've been clicking on.
Oh, okay.
Is I get a list of people who tried to call. Okay, I'm gonna try Brian. Okay, calling Brian Neary, and then I'm gonna go calling Jeff. Let me see here. Calling Jeff Zeller. Add. Okay. Okay. Well, Jeff. It says unavailable, and it's still calling Brian Neary. Brian, if you're listening to us, pick up. Pick up. Oh boy. Well, I give up on this. I'm just, oh boy. Hi everybody. Oh, here we go. Here's Brian Neary calling. Okay. Let me see. It doesn't. Are you there, Brian? No. No. And then I try to call Brian, and it doesn't. Brian Neary. Brian Neary. Add. Okay, we're calling Brian again, hoping that he will pick up. But if
Hopefully he'll know the phrase that pays.
yeah, right, exactly. I'm trying to also see where in my preferences there is where's my thing where I say whether I'm there goes Josh again. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna I hate to have to spend 10 minutes of valuable airtime trying to do this. Okay. Okay, here's Josh Wheeler calling again. Josh.
You know what would be interesting is if you set it up while the recording was all going on and then just kept us down and then you brought us all up when it was time.
Calling
Set
Brian
it up
Neary.
like while you're in record mode, like while you're in playback
And it
mode.
says Josh Wheeler is unavailable. Now, how come he's unavailable? You know? Yeah, look, Brian Neary, unavailable, Josh Wheeler, unavailable. I give up.
Yeah, I think there's something going on with your Skype account because it takes multiple times to get through. Something's going on.
There's something very wrong with this. Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's something very wrong with Skype, and and I could.
It can't. I don't know that it could be your Skype client though, because it's happening before. Like, do you hear? Like, I tried like 4 times to get through, or 5 times before you called me back. So obviously, you know that I'm calling you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it may be your client. Like, it's not getting to your client.
Yeah.
Okay, here's
Because
Brian.
Josh is telling me, he says he's available. It says right there he's available.
Yeah.
Okay, Brian Neary.
It never rang there.
You see, it's calling Brian Neary, but he's not picking up. But he called me. Okay, now I will try and call Josh Wheeler, and I will try and add him. It says calling Brian Neary and calling Josh Wheeler. And it says Josh Wheeler joined. Okay, Brian Neary, now we need to have him join. Hi, Josh. How are you?
Josh.
Hello.
There we go. Let me put him in here. Calling Brian Neary. Calling Brian Neary. Did you just pick up when I called you, Josh, or did you just try again?
Yeah, I just picked just like a normal call.
Yeah, it says it's calling Brian Neary, but then it stopped calling Brian Neary.
Yeah, you get that. The person you're calling is unavailable message.
Yeah.
Many times, and then eventually it just works. I can't explain that.
Charlie Wallace. Let me see here. Who I got? Josh. There we go.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. No, it's a piece of shit. It really is. And it's
they changed the look. I see. They finally got their shit together there, but
what they've done is they've screwed this up like it used. Remember, it used to be screwed up this way before.
Right.
And then
But this is only when you call us. If I call you, you get the old circles.
Well, they fixed
no,
something.
actually, if you go to the very top, see the square at the very top. There's a circle with a square in the middle.
Yeah, that's the.
Click on that, and it has a drop-down menu. And the drop-down menu on mine at least says that 3x3 grid is in preview.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, so then you get more people on the screen at a time. Yeah.
What about Skype for Business?
Look who's falling asleep. Phil's falling asleep. He had to be up so early today, right?
I was up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, Phil, how early were you up today? Let me try Brian Neary one more time. Hold on a second, because I'd like to have Brian here, and I'd like to have Jeff here, but okay, I'm calling Brian Neary. Calling Brian Neary. Brian, you're being called, and then he calls, and I answer it, and it's still calling Brian Neary. Hello, Brian. You're not there, are you? Oh boy, that's amazing. That's amazing. And then I call Jeff Zeller. Okay, and there we go. Brian Neary tried to call again. This is a clusterfuck. I'm fed up with Skype.
What about Skype for Business?
Huh? What about
Skype for Business?
Oh, they're probably trying to force me to go to Skype for Business.
No, Skype for Business is going away. Teams is replacing it. It's being deprecated.
Tony Magno was able to join, and Jeff Zeller, is he able to join? No.
You don't want that Teams. There's a whole other.
Yeah, I know that's not great either. But Skype for Business has already been announced by Microsoft that it's being deprecated.
Right.
It's gone.
What?
That Teams, man.
Right now. That's how I'm communicating with some of my program managers.
Right.
Let's see here.
Even on a Saturday.
Yeah, we
Okay.
use it, but we've been already told we have to get off of it.
Alex, I just told Brian that you're going to call him and to answer.
What?
I just told Brian to call, that you were going to call him, and then I told him to answer. He says, I'm listening, but nothing's coming through.
Yeah, it doesn't go through a
That's
lot
what
of
Josh
times. I
was saying,
mean,
too.
I heard you tried to call
Okay,
me. And,
I'm
it
calling
never
Brian
connected.
Neary now. Okay, I'm adding Brian Neary. Okay, so let's hope he picks up.
Not his fault, really. It's probably not even ringing on his end.
Who knows? Who knows? It says calling Brian Neary.
Man, you would never know that this country put a man on the moon. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
With a hell of a lot less technology than we
Fucking
use
goddamn
today.
cell phones.
Well,
in
if these guys that are going up tomorrow were sent up there by Skype, they'd be dead.
God
Don't
damn,
be able to go.
Yeah, this is amazing to me, and it stopped. I keep asking him for it to call Brian Neary, and I have it call Jeff Zeller. Let me see here. It's still calling Brian Neary and still calling Jeff Zeller, and I just wish I could get them on. This is very daunting, very daunting.
Maybe a few minutes. Try again.
And how long have I had to spend doing this tonight?
It was 15 minutes last night. We're only at 12 minutes.
There's Jeff Zeller. Jeff Zeller is there.
Yes.
Okay, so turn on your camera, Jeff. Are you there?
Jesus.
I'm trying.
Yeah, turn your camera on.
Jesus.
Well, and if you see her, tell her I love her.
Yeah. Oh, this thing is some fucked up.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, wait a minute. And here comes Brian Neary. Let me see if he comes on. No Brian Neary. And we also lost. Also some of the people got out of this grid that was supposedly set up. Oh man, oh man, Brian.
I don't have a picture.
Corbin Colossus says, Alex, the show must go on. Stop diddling your connection.
Brian Neary. Okay.
Scott Boddicker is going to call in to F with Alex.
I'm going to call Brian Neary again. I will hope.
Scorpius, I hate this depressing part every night. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, we all hate it,
Yeah,
Jeff, you haven't been able to turn your camera on yet?
He's tired almost every day.
Jeff?
Takes walks more during
Jeff,
the
are
day.
you there,
Yeah.
Jeff? Jeff? It's not even there.
Nope,
And Brian Neary tried calling, but nothing happened.
He's writing me at the moment.
Yeah.
Brian calls somebody else. I don't know.
Huh? And I don't know what happened to Jeff Zeller. Well, I'll get rid of him. What the hell?
Maybe he muted.
Yeah.
Remove from call. There we go. I removed him from the call. Oh boy, this is just.
Well, it took 15 minutes last night. We still got 30 seconds.
Brian says he knows, but there's no ring on his side. It just shows a missed call.
Can you send him the link?
What link?
I have an option that says send him the link.
Where do you have that?
Under add people, I can call him, I can message him, I can share the link to join the group.
Okay,
Alex,
hold on a second. Let me just go try that little piece of cluster fuckering. Let me see here. Brian Neary. Okay. Oh, and share link to join group.
Yeah.
Okay. Brian, Near, Kevin, and 7 others. Share group via link. Okay. Let me see
One of
here.
the
Share
things you
group
should
via
also
link.
do is, I recommend everybody constantly delete the old conversations. So
I do that every night.
yeah,
Yep.
As soon as I hang up, delete, remove,
Yeah.
leave group.
correct.
It stops those 1 a.m. calls when somebody's trying to join an old group and
Yep.
my
Yeah.
phone
Oh,
starts ringing.
that's what that is.
Richard.
Alex,
Yeah.
sent him a link. He's expecting it.
Well, I don't know. Here's what happens with that. Okay. Well, it's trying it now. Like I go to Jeff Zeller and it says, share a link to join group.
How do you send it to them?
Huh?
You
How do you
click on
send
the
it?
circle.
Well,
Oh, okay.
then I go to share link to join group, and then it says add anyone to the group by sharing this link with them, even if they're not on Skype.
Really?
Share, and then I clicked on share group via link. Okay, so I shared the link, but then that one thing I can do. I can also email it, but I don't have Brian's email, so I can't do that.
What does it do? Does it show up in their chat when you share a link with them? Does it
Wait a
open
minute,
up a chat
I
that
have
they
an
can click
idea.
on?
I have an idea for something. Let me go to Facebook here for a second. Let me then put this up. Okay, all right. Okay, post. Brian and Jeff, if you're listening to me, go over to my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/A Bennett. Okay, and then click on the link that's there. Click on the Skype picture, the Skype picture, and that should make you be able to call. But I don't know if that's going to do it. Call me if you find this and have not got through first. Same thing with Josh is there now, so we don't have that problem. But just go over to my Facebook page, facebook.com/A Bennett, and then there's a thing I just put up there, and HTTPS join Skype. It has an actual Skype link. All right.
I just told him to go to your Facebook page.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Gee, we just spent the whole show doing this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Skype. You know what I'm going to do? What I would do tonight is just forget Skype, and I've got everything set up so I can put this in a Zoom panel and put it on. And you guys could all go over to my Facebook page and click on the Zoom invite. But let's just wait. I want to see what happens. Is Brian trying?
I don't know.
By the time you arrange all that, we'll be into the intersection.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
How does he get those people on?
Well, but he's using, to begin with, he's using an older version of Skype. I'm using this preview version. Isn't that wonderful?
Why don't you get off the preview version?
I might dump the preview version tomorrow.
He's right. He says, give me a minute. I'm going there now.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens. And if that doesn't get it, we'll worry about it tomorrow. Either that or, I mean, I do have an ability to go to Zoom here, but I would have to post that link for everybody, and then you'd have to all call me and give it a try.
You'd have a half hour left.
I have a half hour. No, I have 40 minutes left. Don't rush me.
No, I mean, if you did that, by the time everybody got on, it would be 11:30.
And we still got to troubleshoot my audio.
No, we're not going to troubleshoot your audio. No. Just put that thing away. We're not troubleshooting your audio. Read the manual. I don't. Huh?
Hey, you got sound effects?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's all in Chinese.
Nice.
Good.
Oh, Chinese.
Did Neary say he tried?
He says, give me a minute.
Well, we haven't got a minute anymore.
We got
This was like $25.
Yeah. We got bigger fish to fry here, Bree. I'm trying to think. I guess Brian isn't trying us.
Says he's going over there now. Give him a minute.
Well, I mean, we've given him 3 minutes.
More than a minute.
We given about 5 minutes here since we did this.
He's from California.
So it looks like the U.S. is crumbling.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that in a second. Well, in fact, we'll have a second to talk about it at the rate we're going.
By that time, it'll be burned up.
You know, we have so screwed up tonight's show that I'm thinking that maybe what I should do is I should hang up on all of you. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that might be
you
a
do
good
that,
idea.
we're all
Boot the
screwed.
system.
Wait a minute. I'll hang up on all of you.
And then what?
What I'm going to do?
Spend another 40 minutes calling us back.
No, if you go to my Facebook page and click on the Zoom, I will be able to see you. Let's see what happens there. Okay, I got an idea. Wait a minute. How many of you can go to my Facebook page?
Yes, I
I
can.
have to open up Facebook.
Are you on my Facebook page?
Not yet.
Not yet, huh?
Yeah, I'm on the Facebook page. What do you want me to do?
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. You're on the Facebook page?
Yeah.
Okay, click on that link. Let's see what happens with you.
Oh, I'm on it on my phone.
You can't do it. You can't be connected to Skype
Well,
and.
here comes Vernon Nunn trying to call, and will he suddenly get connected? No. See? Oh boy. Well, you know what I'm going to do?
What's that?
Go for it.
I'm gonna hang up Skype.
Oh.
And I want you to all go over to facebook.com/A Bennett, and there is a link there. It says, click here. Click on
Join Zoom meeting, right?
Yeah, click on the join Zoom meeting.
All right.
Okay. I'll use my phone.
Hold on a second. Participants? No, none of you. Have any of you tried yet?
Should I? I guess I'll hang up on this.
Well, let me just hang up, and I'll wait and see if any of you call me. Okay?
Yeah, I just don't want to end up on Facebook.
Okay. Well, you're not going to wind up on Facebook. You're going to wind up going to Zoom.
No, you're not going to broadcast it on
No.
Facebook.
Oh, no. This is going to Zoom. All right? Okay. Let me sign out here. Let me quit Skype. Okay. And now I'm hoping that people are going to call me on there, because here's what it looks like. It's kind of, this is the, this is not working well either, is it? Oh boy. Well, here comes Phil Meyer. Okay. Hello, Phil. How are you? Phil, are you there? Oh, wait a minute. Phil?
Do I have any audio?
Yeah, there you go.
No.
You don't have any audio? Phil? Hold on. I've got to do some work here. I've got to adjust the Zoom panel.
Did you see it?
There we go. Okay. Wait a minute. I see what we got to do here. I got to make this so it's here. All right. There is. Okay. I need. Let's see here. I need everybody's picture though. Why don't I? There we go. How do I get? Oh, I see. Gallery view. There we go.
It's nice.
Okay. There we go. All righty. Can you all hear me so far? Hold on a second.
Oh yeah, you're clear.
Oh yeah. Let me do this. Let me do this now. I gotta change the way the picture looks, and we shall be okay, I think. All right, there we go. All right, there we go, folks. Our first show on Zoom. Wow, amazing, huh? Okay, and here come more people.
I don't know if you can hear me, but
I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hear you.
And everybody else hear me?
We hear you. Do you hear me?
Let's
Yeah.
see if this,
I hear you clear.
Phil can't hear us.
speaker.
Phil looks confused.
Yeah, let's see here. Well, look, we're getting all
You
these
sound
people.
fine, Phil.
He can't hear you. Though.
I can hear you now.
You can hear us now, Phil?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's go in and change the setting.
Yeah. And Bree, you got to turn on your camera. Your
Zoom
camera
seems
isn't on.
better than Skype.
Yeah.
It is better, yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
better.
you're so clear. Wow. Rob, you are totally clear. I mean, everybody's audio is so sharp.
Yeah.
I can even see the bricks. I can even see Phil's awards.
Yeah, you know why he's clear? He's a Scientologist.
Oh, you're laying on the rock.
What?
The best.
It's, when you get clear, it's a thing in Scientology.
Oh, right.
I used to always be by the trains when they used to come out. You want to put your fingers in that little thing? I said, yeah, sure. Get away from
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm just trying to make
So
this.
the person that talks is the main screen?
No.
Yeah.
No. At the top, it says, at the very top, it says view. And see where it
Yeah.
says gallery?
It's up to you.
Okay.
There's so many ways you can do it.
At the
Go
top?
chat, manage participants.
Yeah. Yeah. I can also, if I don't like what you have to say tonight, Phil, I can just start bleeping you out.
You can do that?
Now I feel like I'm at work on Saturday.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He looks good too, Bree.
Well, everybody looks good, you know, and I'm in the middle up here.
It's really good.
But it's out of sync. It's not exactly in sync, but
I got the gallery view. This is great.
Yeah, I like it.
yeah, yeah. So anyway, so where are we? It only took us a half hour.
It is 11:28.
And I am,
They're burning cars in New
I'm
York
out of
right
sync. So
Are you recording?
what? I'm not, I don't need to record. I am recording on, this is going through OBS.
Oh, okay.
So I don't need to record. Okay. I mean, if I wanted to do this show and record directly to YouTube using Zoom, I could do it, but I just couldn't play all the openings and things like that and all the graphics and all the various things like that. That's the problem.
I'm going to send you a thing tomorrow. There's a channel that I watch that I've been using for all the radio production. It's this guy called MRC. Name is Mike Russell, and he has all these instructions on OBS and how to make it work really well with Zoom.
Okay, well, send it to me, but I've,
Yeah, well-
I've looked online for those things, and they're far too complicated. They don't really work.
This
You know.
guy's pretty cool. I'll send it to you. Have a look at it.
Yeah, well, I'd love to see it. I would love to see it. But like, for
And you
instance,
know what's-
I'm not in sync right now. I'm about a second behind, you know.
But you know what's
On
nice
the
is
on
pretty-
the air, not in. We see it fine, right? You're talking about on air.
Right.
I see
Right.
Rob's name when you. I kind of like when you talk, Rob. It comes up with your name underneath.
Oh well.
Well, it had.
Yeah, you too. Yeah.
Skype did
Yeah.
it so you had your name right in the middle.
I like
Okay.
it. Me?
Now, on Tuesday, I'll try again using Skype because who knows, between now and then, they may solve their goddamn problem. And I'll also go and look and see in preferences if there's something I'm not doing in Skype.
You know what I like about this, Alex? You just put it on your Facebook page, and if they have the app, you may get quicker people, like other new people, to just to click it and come right in.
Yeah, well, I've done
Less
this.
of a hassle.
I've done this during the weekdays, and I've gotten a lot of brand new people that
It's
way.
really nice to Zoom. I use it for my Dungeons and Dragons group. We play like this.
Oh,
The guy runs.
well,
out
that's a
there.
good reason not to use it. But anyway,
So they're getting ready to run the White House.
Oh God!
What?
They go in there?
They're getting ready to run the White House.
what? Who? Tell me.
The protesters, man, they're going to go
They can't-
get Trump. They're going to turn him into a Cheeto. They're gonna
He already
grind
is a
him up.
Cheeto.
I don't think they're going to be successful.
No,
Yeah, I
they're
have-
not. But they're standing outside the door yelling at his ass.
That can get ugly if it gets violent down there.
They already caught one guy breaking through.
Really? Oh shit! I
Earlier,
think it's going
yeah.
to be a crazy summer.
Do you think it's
This
going to be a
country is
crazy
on fire
summer?
right now.
Yeah. Alex, they're burning cars. My sister said they're burning some cop cars in Brooklyn. My sister heard on the news.
Every major city has something going on.
Really?
Every major city.
Is Bree sharing his screen?
What are you doing, Bree?
It looks like that place looks nice.
You're
dude.
sharing the
You
screen,
have
Bree.
come to my Zoom. I can do a lot of things on
Yeah, well,
here.
don't
unbeknownst to you.
don't do it. Just let's see you, okay? because that only you shouldn't be able to share your screen anyway.
You can turn that off, Alex. You can turn that off.
I know. I do have. I have had it turned off. I don't know.
I've got ultra premium VIP status on this thing. Zoom and I go way back.
Yeah. Well, I could take care of you not being. Well, there's no way. Supposedly, there's no way because I don't have it up here that you can. I've turned off screen sharing. You know. Because what I did is the first time I ever did this, I got what was called bombed, Zoom bombed, and people started sharing their screens, but they were penises and vaginas and things like that. You know?
Well, that's exciting.
Not when you're trying to do a show for the entire family, okay? All right? But anyway, the only problem I have is that I am kind of... I'm out of sync. I don't know why, but anyway. So let's just try and do a show here, and then I'm going to go back and try Skype again on. Maybe I won't do a show ever again. I don't know, but I'm going to try to see what happens with Skype. But at least we got to try the Zoom here. And my only problem with Zoom is that the sync is off. Okay, so.
Do you know anything about what's going on right now? Hong Kong, because of what's going on, Trump has made some statements that may affect Chinese businesses in the United States. And is that going to affect Marjorie's bank?
It might.
He had a 15-minute speech today, basically telling them to fuck off and walked away.
No. This is not that kind of.
Well, I love what he said. He said something really, really that got me, and that was he said, "Well, they had a choice between democracy or communism or capitalism, and they chose
one system."
One system. Well, we had a choice, and we've only chosen one system. Okay, so what's the difference between us and them? By the way, I'm going to ban all phony backgrounds from people. The reason being that they don't look that good.
No, because they put a big old blob on your head.
Yeah, they put a glob on the side of you and so on.
Breeze looks fine. Look at Breeze; it's like a perfect dome.
Yeah, well, it's annoying because A, it's distracting.
Breeze is the best.
Oh, and Brian, hi, how are you, Brian? See,
yeah, I was busy.
See how easy it was?
Hey, can I ask a question from the folks who got their money from the federal government with this whole COVID thing? Mm-hmm. Did it come on a card, an EIP card?
No, I just got a check.
Some people got a card. Yeah.
I got this thing in the mail today, and I don't know where it came from, and it's got this logo on the bottom here.
Well, I didn't get that. You got a debit card. I heard they were giving debit cards.
Do they want your bank account number?
No, it just says it's a debit card, and it says just use. Here's your economic impact payment card enabled by Money Network.
Yeah, how much did they give you?
I don't know. I don't think I earned too much money to get anything.
I didn't get anything. Why don't you call the number that they got, and maybe they'll be able to tell you.
It comes with like this credit card looking. It's just a Visa debit card.
I got a check.
There should be a way to call a number to find out how much money you're getting.
You just go online and get it. It's the same way they pay you with like unemployment and stuff. They pay you with those cards.
Huh.
Rebate cards.
All right.
Isn't that the way they pay stamps now too?
That's how they did disability. That's how they do all that stuff now.
We got a check though.
Yeah, so if you got a check for a certain amount of time, and then after that amount of time, they started putting out the debit cards.
But I applied for unemployment too with the new people who are their own businesses.
Yeah, if you got unemployment, then they'll issue it on a debit card.
I've got nothing, and I can't even get through on the phone. They keep saying.
Yeah, well, you won't be able to. I've heard that if you apply by paper, it's the fastest way to go.
Oh, I did it on the website.
Yeah.
I hear that they're going to have to do another stimulus plan. McConnell's going to have to open up the bank again, start printing money.
You can't apply by paper in Texas. Gotta go online.
Yeah.
The Congress has passed something almost unanimously to make the PPP for the small businesses a little more palatable. I don't know if it's going to get through the Senate and the president, but they're going to give more time, and they're going to change the ratio of how much is you can pay bills and utilities and how much salaries. It's going to be 40.
You know what I was reading, and I tell you, but this is what I think they're going to try to do. I was going to ask Alex this, and you might be able to answer this too, Phil, or anybody else. What they're going to do is, how many of these people who are going back to work, the regular workers, you don't think the government's going to pass some kind of antitrust law so if the employee gets sick on the job, he can't sue? Because they're going to try to back these companies. Because if you get sick because your company is not compliant with the rules, they should have a ton of lawsuits on their ass. If I was a lawyer, I'd be licking my chops.
If you comply with the rules, Tony, you got workers' compensation insurance, and if somebody gets sick and they get sick on the job, they're covered by workers' comp, and there's no liability. There's no liability above and beyond workers' comp to the employer as long as they're not culpable in the accident.
But don't you think these companies should be? But how many of these companies, small businesses, are going to follow the rules, Phil?
I think most. I don't know anybody that's not.
Yeah, we were an essential company, and we had a couple thousand people at our facility, and I mean we were very lenient. You know, we talked to people and said, if you don't feel comfortable, don't be here. You know, but I was sort of worried about that too when 2 people got diagnosed with it like in early March. But we've been fine.
Will they give you time off though? Will they, if you get sick, say for a month or 2, will they cover you?
Yeah, we did some compensation. Yeah.
Okay, that's good then. I mean, you don't want to get sick.
Bonuses.
Bigger companies, I've heard, do that, but some of these newer companies, smaller companies that are trying to come back, have looked at insurance, and from what I've heard, there's a bunch of them that aren't going to open because some of the liability insurance is so expensive that they're not even going to mess with it. They won't open up until things are settled down. They don't have to worry about it.
What do you need liability for the COVID for?
Yeah.
It's a workers' comp issue.
Yeah, but they're increasing it or something. I don't know. I've got there's a baker out here that she won't open up because she said my insurance is going to go sky high because of the COVID liability.
Unless her insurance is up.
Yeah.
You know, she's on the same policy she was at the beginning of the year.
Let's get on another subject here.
I don't know, but yeah, it's not really a good subject right now.
Yeah, because there's a lot going on in the country. At least 5 of our cities in the United States right now are on fire, and you say that you heard that they're attacking the Capitol?
Yeah.
The White House.
The White House.
The White House, Dallas, Minneapolis, San Jose.
San Jose, yeah.
San Jose. Burning up.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. They came from what was that, like east side sort of, but they went on the freeway, which there's nobody on the freeway anyways. But they went on the freeway. One guy attacked the car, smashing out the windows, and they walked down to downtown San Jose.
Yep. That's where they are now.
L.A. too. Wow. They were on Highway 101 the other night, but
they hit the CNN building in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, they threw a flashbang in the lobby
They broke all the windows and stuff in the side building.
Yeah, it was more than that in Atlanta. I was just watching it live.
Yeah.
The people were right in front throwing rocks for a couple hours and
gonna keep
attacking police directly.
I wonder what are they pissed off at What are they pissed off at CNN for? What did CNN do?
They're not pissed off at CNN. They're just pissed off at everything, and that's the problem.
They're pissed off at CNN because the CNN reporter got arrested.
Oh, that's right.
Well, wait a minute, but they're pissed off at CNN because the CNN reporter got arrested? Shouldn't they be mad at the people who arrested them, not CNN?
The people who did that are the people who did that one are on the other side.
No.
That's not right.
I was just watching it.
Oh, sure. It happens all the time. Are you kidding me? I've been in a lot of these things. You have no idea. I used to, in graduate school, I used to have this a group that would come to the co-op. They were called the Ruckus Society. And, and there's a bunch of different ones of these, but 9 times out of 10, when you see the violence occur, it's somebody who has a vested interest in the chaos. It's not usually because everybody in our group, we did potlucks together, we covered dish, we all knew each other. But then we'd see something and be like, who's that guy? Like, and that was the person that would cause the trouble. So it's always somebody from outside.
Did he look like George Soros? You know,
He's obsessed with Soros.
But the mayor was very upset.
CNN is fake news. They got to be taken down, right? They're arrested.
Yes.
So
Brian's got his hand up. Brian.
The mayor was very, very upset at that because they said the CNN is trying to report what's going on and giving them support, and then they go and do that to the Atlanta headquarters.
Yeah.
Exactly. Chaos.
I don't understand though. What do you mean they're on the other side of what?
He's trying to say that they're right wing.
They weren't though. I saw who they were. They weren't right wing people. They were like.
Where did you see that?
I just watched it on the
They were
internet
live.
10 minutes
Saw it
before I
live.
came here. They were all African Americans.
No, they weren't. They were mixed.
Yeah, they were mixed, but it was. I'll just say like at least 3/4, and I don't care what race they were, but I'm just saying it didn't look like Trump supporters or anything like that. And also, they interviewed a guy who got arrested, and he said they're doing this because the cops are not being trained correctly, and they're abusing us, and we have to do something. But then I was thinking, what are you attacking CNN for?
So so it could be powerless. They don't have a voice, and they feel that doing anything gets the voice. There's all kinds. I mean, in chaos, there's no reason.
That's what I'm saying.
Why did they burn down 170 businesses in Milwaukee? Not Milwaukee, Minneapolis. And the thing is, Al Sharpton got on the air today, and he said, you shouldn't be burning down black-owned businesses. Only the white businesses. Don't burn down the black businesses.
He didn't say that.
Let him say it.
It doesn't matter what people say.
He did not say that, though.
Al Sharpton said to burn down white businesses?
Don't burn down the black businesses.
But he said to burn down white businesses?
All he said was burn down black.
What's left? If you don't burn down the black businesses, you only got the white ones left to burn down.
The Asian. Took down the Asian, the dry cleaners.
That's true.
They already got burned down.
Don't burn out my Chinese restaurant.
It's chaos. No, you can't control chaos.
They want to say something.
Don't burn down any businesses.
Well, it's too late.
They have elderly people and people in those communities that rely on that Target, that rely on all those those businesses there. And now it's like when Alex takes a cab going to Costco or somewhere. Now these people can't have that convenience right now. Now if they go to Target for something, they're gonna have to go somewhere else.
That's a good point. Yeah.
They raided a pawn shop, and the owner of the pawn shop, I think it was called Cadillac Pawn, he shot.
That's what I thought he said too.
Pawn.
Yeah.
Like a pawnbroker. Pawnbroker.
Dirty movies.
Sounds like Oni.
No. So anyway, this guy, the pawnbroker, he shot and killed one of the protesters. Do you know that he'll probably be brought up on murder charges because if you shoot someone who's only taking property and your life isn't in danger, that's murder. You cannot shoot someone for just taking property.
Depends what state, right? Can't
No.
Texas, you can. Is that person really a protester? Because
he was a looter.
When you say they, so that's a difference, and that's what I'm saying. You got to look for, because there are people who will take advantage of the chaos.
Yeah, right. Yep. Opportunists.
Yep.
Yeah. Wasn't chaos the opposite from the Man from U.N.C.L.E.?
What?
The Man from U.N.C.L.E. You remember the TV show?
You're thinking of Get Smart, Chaos.
Oh, remember the shoes?
Get Smart.
Agent 99.
Where's my phone?
Control.
Yeah.
My shoe is ringing.
Yeah, you got control. You got
I was ringing Agent 99.
I'm sorry if I'm not participating as much. I'm spending too much time trying to get this thing to look good.
Looks good.
It looks all right. I mean, it looks good to you guys because Zoom is vastly superior to Skype. But for my purposes, folding it into Skype, folding it into Zoom doesn't work as easily. Because I got to take what I get here, I mean, I can make it so that, like, what I just did is my picture was completely out of sync. So what I did is I'm running my camera from my system on here, and it looks like it's one of the squares, but it really isn't. It's me. So anyway, it's weird. So I don't know what to tell you.
If you could switch to AOL Instant Messenger.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it's just what possesses people. I mean, isn't Microsoft like the biggest technology company in the world practically?
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't they have most of the operating systems in the world? And shouldn't they know what they're doing?
But Skype is a free product, so.
But Skype is a free product.
Microsoft.
And believe it or not, due to this incredible clusterfuck that we have going on here, we have a lot of people watching the program. They love to see it when I've got problems.
My friend who worked at Microsoft, she said, because of the fact that they do have all the operating systems, all the other departments are a complete disarray, and there's no rhyme or reason because they make all their money on the on Windows.
This has got a real problem here because with Skype, because this shouldn't happen. All of a sudden, the rules should not change from last week. Okay, it's just that somebody said, "Oh, we'll do this and we'll do that," but they didn't forget to do a patch here, and so therefore, when people are trying to make conference calls, it falls apart. Now, maybe they're trying to sell their news service, which is going to cost money, and they're trying to make this one seem like it's crap. But what's going to make me want to do Skype for Businesses or whatever this new thing is called? If in fact I'm so pissed off at Skype in the first place for what they've done here.
First of all, you're not going to be able to use Teams the way you think. It's a corporate thing, and it's a paid service, and you get that as part of Office 365. It's not something that you can the regular person can download and use. You're going to be using Skype, or you're going to be switching to something like Zoom or WebEx or one of those. Skype for Business or Teams, the thing that is replacing, will not be something that is used for personal use.
Yeah. How many people here have 365?
I do.
From work.
Yeah.
I use the spreadsheets.
Who's doing 365?
Microsoft Office 365.
Oh,
That's how I have my email address, and I have Skype for Business, which is kind of useless because I don't have any employees to build the system out. It's just mine.
Yeah, so we have all of our projects now are on Teams, and then now with the conversion, now the times are good. Now with this conversion, it's so convenient for everybody. Everybody goes on there, and it's just coming from the SharePoint. We were using SharePoint a lot.
Originally, Teams was terrible. The audio was bad and echoey. You could only put 4 people on a screen, and they've improved it a lot in the last.
By the way, if you just joined us, I pay for Zoom.
So you can do longer than 1 hour.
Yes, I can do longer than 40 minutes.
Or 40 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, I can do longer than 40 minutes, and I can also have up to 100 people on here at the same time.
That would be chaos.
That would be utter chaos. And right now, if you're anybody out there who wants to call me, like I know Vernon Nunn was trying earlier, Vernon, just go to my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/A Bennett, and there's the link, and you just click on that, and you'll become part of the group.
So, if 12 is a jackpot, 100 is a clusterfuck.
Easily, it's a clusterfuck.
But what's been exciting though out of this pandemic is how the innovation of how people are networking now for work. You have all these programs are making people get brought together, essentially to get things done. I mean, at least something positive is happening, I would say.
Yeah. Now I can also make one of you a host instead of me.
Well, Phil would want to be a host now.
Another host.
What does that do?
You can control just like I can control.
Oh.
But see, but what I can also do with Phil if I wanted to right now is try saying something, Phil.
No, don't.
Phil, try to say something.
Well, we can see.
Okay.
You can see the.
And everybody else can hear him. Now I'll unmute you. Are you unmuted, Phil?
No.
No? Okay.
You can see the little icon next to his name is red.
I unmuted. Wait a minute. Who did I mute? Did I mute somebody?
Remember
Kevin. You muted Kevin.
Wait a minute. I don't even see.
If you click on your name, you get a drop-down menu with some options, and one of them is unmute or not.
Yeah, and
you have Kevin muted right now.
Right. Hi, you still there, right, Charlie?
I'm here.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it. Zoom is vastly superior to Skype.
Oh, I love
There's no question about it.
Kevin's muted.
Wait, Kevin?
Kevin is muted.
Kevin, are you muted? No.
He looks like the San Jose protesters.
Wait a minute.
San Jose protesters are going up to the cameras doing that, and up to the cops, and the cops just shaking their head.
Unmute Kevin. Hello, Kevin.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Did you mute yourself?
Oh, hi. We're back?
You muted yourself, right?
No, I did not.
Oh, really? I guess
I guess. Shut up! You didn't hear me.
I guess I accidentally. I accidentally muted you. I can also mute everybody.
I thought we were doing a show. My bad.
Remember, Benny Hill used to do that. Remember the Benny Hill? He would come back. They would come back to him, and he had some girl on his lap and something like that.
I gave up doing a show an hour ago. This.
So we started there for a minute. We were on a roll there, and then we went back to this tech shit. God damn it.
Yeah.
Where's Bree's piece of equipment?
Oh, Bree, please, no backgrounds.
No tech.
See, I mean,
that looks good. That's Starship Enterprise or something?
Yeah. And that's the one that where I take off and I go to the restroom. People still think I'm there.
Yeah.
All right, I'll turn it off. Hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out how to turn it off.
I mean, what else do you think can happen? Right now, we got everybody mad about Trump stuff, all the political stuff.
You know what I
we
like?
The coronavirus, and now we have all the other stuff that's going on with the protests. It's like,
you think we're
what
really
else
gonna
can happen?
You think we're really gonna get a spike in a couple of weeks? Oh boy.
Jeez.
I think we're getting a spike right now.
We got some bigger problems between China and Hong Kong and maybe Taiwan soon.
Yeah.
We're bringing them into it too.
Well, I think part of the problem is, Phil, that our good president today, with this whole thing about China, is not solving a problem.
Creating one.
He's only exacerbating one.
You know, China's going to do what China wants to do.
Exactly.
And we or anyone else is not going to be able to deal with it. But if they start killing people in Hong Kong, which they're known to do, this is not going to be good on the world.
Well, you got to remember, Hong Kong is a honeypot for them. It makes them a lot of money. Okay? And I don't think they're going to be as ready to do what you think they're going to do to Hong Kong. I think they just want to take dissenters and
you know the story about the scorpion and the frog? Most people know that, right?
Yes.
The scorpion.
I know. We know the story.
Okay.
Yeah, we know.
Well, so the scorpion says to the frog, "Hey, after
it's my nature.
That's my nature. I'm a scorpion. That's what I do." Well, the Chinese haven't changed. They're just being more emboldened, and things. I think this is going to be a real big problem very shortly.
Could potentially be.
What we've got going on in Atlanta and Minneapolis, this will pass in a day or two. But this Chinese thing isn't can be a real problem.
Yeah, I think depending on how it goes, you've got to really take a look at what's going to happen in Taiwan. If all these measures are just a lot, nobody says anything, then they could be emboldened. Yeah, to just march right, to just send the boats over to Taiwan.
Yeah,
because a lot of Hong Kongers are thinking about moving to Taiwan and moving their money, and China's not going to be happy with that. At the same time, I think that Hong Kong will be fine because, I mean, if you look at Shanghai, they have a lot of prosperity and they've done pretty well for themselves. And so Hong Kong should be, I don't think they need to be overt, going crazy about.
Another 26 years, I think, that they still had of 2 systems, 1 country. And
yeah, I agree with you there. That they moved pretty quickly, but at the same time, there's a lot of unrest there. They just want order. They want it to make money, and they want order. And the Hong Kongers are saying, the 2 systems. We want certain freedoms. So it's going to be tough.
Did you hear our president today? Every time he pronounced Hong Kong, he called Hong Kong. He can't even.
Hong Kong.
Oh, and then he gave a speech. Here's what I don't get. He invites all the press, right? Mm-hmm. And then he gives his speech, and then he turns around and walks away. Well, then why did you invite them? Why not just give your speech and
because
leave?
He didn't want to explain his explanation that he put on Twitter just before he went out there.
Yeah, which was what about his
about the George Wallace quote that he put out.
Oh yeah.
What was it? What was that? I didn't catch that one today.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Oh, it was last night when he put out the first there's looters, then there's shooters.
Oh,
yeah.
And then he tried to explain it away by he didn't mean that and he didn't know where it came from. And well, that's probably true because he doesn't read history and doesn't know nothing about it.
Somebody else made that quote too recently.
Well,
And
didn't
he
Trump
tried to
say
explain
it's
it
free
away.
for all?
He tried to explain it away on Twitter about an hour before that press conference, and everybody was ready to ask him about it. And then he went in, did his 15 minutes of we're taking away money from who and everybody else, and Hong Kong was a joke, and that they started the pandemic, and we're going to take all this crap away. And right when everybody was ready to ask questions, he turned around and walked off.
Yeah.
While Biden and while Obama expressed their feelings about George Floyd, and
Biden made a couple of really
Yes.
good speeches today.
And you have our president.
It sounded like he was a president.
Exactly.
I took from Trump's tweets that it's okay to shoot people if they're protesting.
Yeah. And he turned around and tried to make it totally different.
Indiscriminately, they can be shot, even if they're, especially if they're CNN, because that's fake news.
And
hey, things happen when there's a protest going on. That's how I.
That quote came from George Wallace in 1967 during the RNC outbreak. 67, 68.
Yeah.
50-year-old problems coming back. We're going backwards, not forwards.
History has a way of repeating itself.
If you don't know it, yes.
You know what? I'll just say it, and it'll be the final comment of the night. It's my comment. This country fucking sucks.
I don't want to leave the house.
It sucks.
Don't let Thor hit you in the ass.
Well, if I was a lot younger, I might leave.
Canada's looking better.
I told my wife tonight, Canada's looking nice.
Hey, this American Patriot said that the Brooklyn police station was run over just now.
I don't believe anything American Patriot says. Anyway, hey, listen, we got to go. Look at that, folks. That's a citizen panel on Zoom tonight, which we had to go to because Skype was so fucked up.
And
cheated.
And you had
money back.
House. Someone just posted.
A what?
The Full House. 10.
It is a Full House, yeah. But I don't have that thing.
Tonight's program brought to you in part by Zoom.
Anyway, so maybe we'll do this on Tuesday, or maybe we'll try Skype, and if it isn't working, we will give it about 2 minutes worth of chance, and then we're just going to run over and do this because this is all set up now, so it works.
But Jack can't use Zoom, right?
He can use Zoom, yeah, but he would have to post his link somewhere. Anyway, that's it. What I want you all to do, I guess, is give a big wave goodbye, and I'll wave back at you. And actually, I can, you see what happens with me, folks? I can just do it like I always do it here. Anyway, Jack Bishop is next. He's here with The Intersection. Sorry about all the screw-ups tonight, but you people seem to really enjoy it because we had like 50 people listening at one time. Anyway, I'll see you again Tuesday, okay? Same time, same station in life, same technical problems. In the meantime, as always, if you see her, tell her I love her, okay? Bye-bye.